What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. This one is about my team, the Toronto Maple Leafs. As you know, I'm a big Leafs fan, and today we're gonna look at how their season has went so far this season, what the ups and downs had. There were clearly a lot of ups and downs, but let's go in depth on what happened this season. As you guys may know, this season wasn't the best to start off. They did defeat Montreal, but then it turned into a downpour. After beating Ottawa 2-1, it started to go down pouring. They lost to the Rangers after Matthews came back from wrist surgery, then lost to San Jose, followed by losing to Pittsburgh without their core members. Then they lost to their former goalie, and that looked like this is it. We're going back for us to start the season. And that day, Marner, I'm not gonna say this, but Marner was terrible. Matthews was trying to get Sanchez, and you talk about Campbell, like he can't carry the whole load. Then the 27th, the Chicago game, where it was 2-0, came back thanks to Mr. Johnny Toronto and a guy named David Camp. William Young won the game in overtime, and he's been the most consistent lead. Now, people have been telling me that William Nylander, with that cheap contract, has been playing better than Marner. And to be honest, it has. I mean, you talk about Nylander scoring goals, he should be continuing to do that because Marner's contract ain't looking good from the start. They did defeat Detroit, and then roll into next month, and we would see W's. It all started first week of November. After defeating Vegas, this was the week to prove it. November 4th, Tampa Bay, the defending champs, Jack Campbell made not one, not two, but four big stops in the third quarter, and the Leafs tied the game, went into overtime. Nylander potted it in, and Leafs Nation was buzzing. And then November 6th, arch rivals, Boston Bruins. And oh my goodness, did it happen. 5-2 was the score. After trailing 1-0, Boston Matthews potted a double. Tavares got a double as they won 5-2 and beat the Boston Bruins 5-2. I mean, they had Allmark, who was still trying to find a way to beat the Leafs on the road. Campbell made 40 stops there. So it looked like, and he was named second star. Like, respect. A shutout, a win, that's great. They lost to LA, the Gamble's former team. And then they beat the Flyers, thanks to a guy named William Nylander again, who potted a double. Then Kasha sealed the deal. Now I'm going over the scores, and then they beat Calgary. Then Joseph Walton came in because Mrazek was out and got his first NHL win, and he went and done it without the guy that signed an 8-year deal, Mr. Riley, 8-year extension. And then they kept on rolling. They beat Smashville. 3-0. Campbell registered another one. Yes, another shutout. And then they beat the Rangers 2-1, thanks to a guy named Riley who potted a double-double. They did lose to Pittsburgh, but bounced back and gave Wall his first National Hockey League shutout as his second NHL game. But now comes the tough part. The 3-game Western Conference road trip. 2 years ago, they went 0-2-1, and Campbell started 2 of them. A few years ago, they slowly swept this team. We will see what happens there. And then the next week, we're going to go up to January, because we'll see what happens in January. This is going to be a daunting task. They're on next six games are Western Conference teams. They play the Avalanche, who are missing Nathan McKinnon, who should be back pretty soon. Then they take on the Wild, who are not surprisingly the best team in the West. It's a back to back. They take on the Jets after that. I think we could see a win either this game or this game because the Jets at least, oh boy, that last year was the best one ever. They played Columbus, then they played Tampa again, and then this game, if you remember back in Toronto, we did not want to see that. We'll see how that game goes on the road. And then, as my semester ends for university, we've got another road trip. They take on Edmonton, Calgary, and Vancouver, which is Battle of Alberta and BC. They finish off against the Kraken, and then they take on St. Louis. Then they're on the break. They take on Columbus, and then Pittsburgh to wrap up 2021. So there you go. Their season off to a bad start, but then they pulled it together, and right now, as we speak, the Leafs in the month of November, only two losses. That's incredible. We'll see if they can keep this going. So, what do you think? Do you think Toronto will get past the first round, or will the core guys finally be separated? Comment down below, or ask me on Insta. My Insta is still the Leafs. And if you guys have seen my stories, then you would know who to talk to. Thanks for watching this video, and as always, this is Sue Elise. Peace out.